think the mandate the studios have is the motto that people have that work there, and their motto is, what can I do not to lose my job? So it's much easier to say no than to say yes, because when you say yes, you have to really stand to your decision, and sometimes that means other people are not backing you. The studio system is good for people who, you know, are a little lighter on the decision-making areas, let's put it that way. No, I'm not really the typical studio executive because I'm known for being a little ballsy, sometimes even a little harsh in my decisions. So going on a limb to make a decision for me is not unusual because I'm known for someone who's very decisive. However, my responsibility is towards my investors. I have investors who give me money and they respect me because I'm very much focused on risk mitigation. And risk mitigation means, yes, I do look at the project and I like it, but I really have to see the market proving my decision first before I spend the money. So whenever I get a project, I call my main distributors who are my buyers and hear what they have to tell me about the project. And only if they tell me, yes, we would buy this and here's how much we would pay for this, that's when I make a decision. So I don't just trust my own instincts. It happens to be that my instincts goes in line with the market, and that's a nice coincidence. But since it's not my money that I'm spending, it's my investors' money, I have to prove the marketplace and the market value of a project before I make that decision.
Of the budget, would you say that you want to see in pre-sale if it is a project that comes in that stage? And also, with newer filmmakers, it's harder for them to receive a pre-sale, and you want to hold back foreign sales. So, how would you say that that would be overcome?
I don't know why anyone would hold back foreign sales, to be honest, because to me it's just lazy if you do. It doesn't matter if you're a new filmmaker or an experienced filmmaker. Your job as a producer is to test the market in regards to your project. That is your job, no matter if you do it 20 years or 5 months. It is your job that you do research, and like in any other profession too, you don't go just selling something you don't know how the market is going to receive it. You do your market research. Pre-selling is market research. Anyone who tells you, I can't do pre-sales because I would be underselling my project, is simply lazy. It's a stupid excuse for something that shouldn't appear. When I go out with my movies and I cannot sell at least a third of my budget, I should not be making the movie because it's simply irresponsible.
There are some theatrical productions that are coming out, but they're coming out with an eye to turning them into a TV series after. Mm-hmm. Is that something that's becoming popular as well?
Yeah, I think you can look at a feature film as your replacement for a pilot in essence. You can test the market, see if there is an audience, and if there is, then you can go ahead and make the movie into a TV series. I mean, it happened the other way around with X-Files. First there was a series, then there was a movie. But nowadays everything is possible, and it is possible because there is no rules in the industry. So it's nice that there's no rules in the industry in this case, and not so good for investors that there's no rules in the industry. But with regards to your creative outlets and the creative possibilities, I think it's beautiful that there is a combination between feature and television happening right now. I find it very exciting.
Which is, it really is actually exciting, and that the fact that they're also spinning off into also game marketing,
yes.
is also multi-platform. So it's like it's gaining a new life outside of just the life of the theatrical to DVD to the movie networks to the Netflix, and it's actually getting a life outside of it. And does it then therefore create more merchandising opportunities? Mm-hmm. And
yes. I think what's interesting to me, especially when it comes to television or working in a space where your intellectual property can become an actual brand, interesting is that you create more revenue streams. Because you're not just selling your project internationally and that is your only revenue stream. You create a brand and you sell ancillary product, and that becomes your revenue stream. And for investors, that's very important to see that there is different areas of revenue streams possible because it reduces their risk. So we are very much looking into product, no matter if it's television or feature film, that offers a branding possibility. And the relationship between brands and advertising and film and television is getting stronger and stronger because they both need each other. Advertising between shows are hardly ever watched. People, they run forward with the DVRs of the world and so forth. So even advertisers need a new way of showing their product or reaching audiences. So the marriage that seems to be happening there is beneficial to both sides, and again, that's something we're looking into more and more.